Welcome back, everyone. My name is Nathaniel and I am your coach for the Ecruteak City FC Pokemon team for the Masters Battle League. We are currently in the playoffs, and it is a big one at that. This matchup you do not want to miss. It's actually the match of the week, as Blackthorn and Cinnabar already had their match. And we'll get right into that. Starting off, today's match will begin shortly. It's going to be Nathaniel and Eric Dresser. Eric Dresser is the coach of Pallet Town. Nathaniel is coach of Ecruteak City, myself. Eric is one of those teams that is always surprising in playoffs. He always finds a way to win. So I am slightly scared about what he can do. But you know, we've put in some prep. We've done the work, and so we're at least I'm excited to really get this thing started. As you can see, my opponent is 7-3-1 in season. He had a perfect record, kind of. 4-0-1, tied actually Cinnabar, who recently won their semifinal match and is going to the playoffs. Us, on the other hand, have a lot to kind of not endure, but rather uphold. There's an expectation on us. We're 10-1. Our only loss is to Cinnabar, who we just made it to the finals, punched their ticket in. We were 5-0 in conference, and we were, I believe, 5-1 out of conference. So this is a big deal for us, especially as Pallet Town is last season's reigning champion. So a little bit about the bracket right now. As you can see, we've updated it. Against Cinnabar won 4-0. Ecruteak won 6-0 against Violet City. Pallet Town actually squeaked on by Goldenrod FC, who previously beat them 4-0, with Pallet Town winning 4-0. As you can see, Cinnabar Island also defeated Azalea Town 4-0, as we saw last week. And then Blackthorn took it over Olivine 3-0. So a lot of matches have been played. A lot of things have been happening. And, you know, I'm super excited for what's in store next. Going with that, the person who's in the finals, Cinnabar Island. A couple things to know. Got a little stat sheet. Notable wins is kind of important here. They had a 2-0 win against Goldenrod and a 3-2 win against Ecruteak that went down to the wire in the last 30 seconds. Notable losses are to Olivine 2-0 and Blackthorn 4-0, which is the only two losses. And mind you, that the Pallet Town tie is, we're considering a loss, as it should be noted, because there was no win that occurred. Again, versus the top six, Cinnabar's done pretty well, 40%, essentially what's on your screen right there. Again, losses to Olivine really brought them down, and a loss to Blackthorn midway through the season also didn't help as well. But one thing to also note here is that the average points per loss is only 3, so these are within a 3-0 setting, but usually the average points per win is around a 4.4, meaning when he wins, he blows people out. It's a 1-2 punch knockout, and you usually see set up from, say, Aegislash or help support from a Grimmsnarl, and so on and so forth. So big things to note. Along with that, we need to also look at Ecruteak, my team, okay? Things to note. We have a lot of notable wins, one of which is to Pallet Town, which is a 5-2 win that did go to time. Everything else, we've had a win, whether it's been 3-0 or higher. Again, against the top six, we have an 83%. When we lose, we only lose by 1 point, with our only loss being against Cinnabar 3-2. Our average point is 3.5, so a little bit less than Cinnabar Island, but again, it's not bad, specifically for the sake that you're over that 50% mark, which means your wins are most likely dominant, and we can see that based on the average loss differential being of 1. Now, who are we going up against? Well, that's Pallet Town. Again, this is probably the most interesting Pallet Town team that we've seen, mainly because it's really slow. The transition into a instead of playing Showdown and using the actual game, that transition has been really rough for Pallet Town. But a couple changes to the roster, and my gosh, the win over Goldenrod was insane, right? Absolutely insane. One thing to know, they have a 17% win rate against top 6 teams. It's not the greatest. Their average points per win, though, is 5. So aside from the top 6, where they're minimal, they're in this close range, they're blowing teams they should be blowing out considerably. Notable wins, obviously the 5-0 win against Olivine as a top 6 team, but every other top 6 team he's lost or has tied. all of which have gone time. So if you notice it, if you note there, right, even though he's 4th overall, made it 2nd in the Kanto Conference, he has gone to time in 46 of his matches played this season. So we're going to see how this one goes tonight as we are getting set to play our semifinals. So this is to punch our ticket in to the finals, and just so that you guys are aware kind of where we're at. Again, here's the bracket for everyone to see. We are fighting to punch our ticket into the finals for the 2nd season of the MBL. I'm your host, Nate, and we're going to get this started. I'm bringing a weird team today because, honestly, playing around the Cloister is still a problem, but we will get that rectified here shortly. So, I am bringing Sovali back, which I know some people didn't necessarily like, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I have items. I have a different move spread. I'm trying to get situated. I did not bring Lapras this time. Didn't do that. I also didn't bring Rotom-Mow, which got destroyed by Rillaboom and a couple other people. So, actually, I need to connect to the internet. My bad. I'm so sorry, folks. That was the same thing we did before. So we didn't do that. We have Darm running Iron Head again instead of Earthquake because Eric Dressel actually is the one who picked up Xatu and Galvantula. Xatu has the ability Magic Bounce and also has Screens. And it is the worst. It's hard to get in on them with the taunt, honestly, so that's going to be one of the biggest things that we're going to have a struggle with. We also have Galvantula with Sticky Web. So really tough, and we're going to get this battle started. There's Ehick. This is going to be one of the biggest matchups. I got a little Excel spreadsheet here a little bit to help me out. And I'm just really sticking scared right now. I'm actually very scared. This is something that I've been waiting for. So he doesn't know this. If you go to time and it's a tie game, we have to restart, but only bring 4 Pokemon this time, and I'll address that. We actually made this up halfway through the season. Getting for it. So here we go, guys. Let me pull up this Excel spreadsheet. I won't look at this anymore. I just gotta focus on this. Let's see, participating team. We're gonna do. There it is. There's the team, folks. There's the team. We'll get into more of it later, but I kind of want this to be a surprise. We're running Focus Sash on Gengar just because I want to be able to hit something at least twice. So Eric says good luck, and good luck to you, my dude. This is going to be an insane match. So if he does go, he's not bringing any of what I thought. He did not bring Galvantula. This boy is running a rain team. So we're still not going to change anything that we planned on. We're going to run Raijin. I did not prep for Pelipper or Seismitoad. I did not plan for any of that. So we are at a very big disadvantage here. A little bit easier with Galvantula not being around. Really sucks for Sovali here because he doesn't get to use a lot of the stuff he wants to. So this is going to be a really rough match. He's finally going to bring the rain team, which means I really was hoping for Charizard. I was really hoping to bring Charizard out. That is super unfortunate. If he brings out Seismitoad after the Pelipper, which is it makes sense. You know, kudos to him. I don't believe I took Earthquake off of Dracozolt. That's a problem. I prepped for Xatu, Galvantula, Umbreon, Rillaboom, Cloister, and Weezing. It's something that was is akin to Eric's and Eric Pastor's match when Eric Dressler played Goldenrod. And then a couple other ones, I think, against Blackthorn and maybe not Olivine. Yeah, it was Blackthorn. I only took the new ones into account because I know he was trying to work with the Vikavolt. My opponent's got 5 seconds. Got it in time. Sweet. Here we go, folks. Oh my gosh. I'm insanely nervous. So, the Xatu, again, I'm expecting dual screens, maybe Psychic. Teleport is a must, but what's going to be interesting is going to be either the Thunder Wave or Psychic if he has it. He should be leading out Pelipper or Xatu, one of the two. That's fine. I'll let Dracozolt. If he goes Seismitoad, that's amazing. He goes Umbreon. This thing has Yawn, typically. We're going to scare it out. It should go Seismitoad pretty hard. We're going to go into Dragon Claw. It's going to be the most neutral here, so if he does switch out, he does not switch out. It's going to do decent damage. He's going to use Yawn, and then we are going to have to switch out here. Typically, last time what we did was we had we had Gardevoir come in there and kind of deal some damage. So we're going to do the same thing here, as he can do protect stalls and block us in. So he should be expecting that. So I'm expecting the foul play to come right the heck out. We did swap out Psyshock with Psychic because I was not expecting him to bring tanks, special tanks. It's preferably for Weezing and a couple of the stuff, which is fine. He should be Wish, yeah, he should be good at that. That's fine. Gardevoir, this team, the team that he has now is actually beneficial for Gardevoir. Again, he's probably prepped this. This dude's a genius, so we cannot pull any punches. If he uses Yawn, awesome. Then he gets synchronized kind of in play. We're going to go for a Draining Piss because that's what we should do. He'll probably go for a Protect, but we need to scout out that Protect to see if he's carrying it still. If he's not, beautiful. He went through. Okay, so that tells us something. He might not be bringing the Protect. Comes out Xavier. That's going to be Xatu. Yeah, totally Xatu. It's not going to do that much damage, to be honest with you. I was running Thunderbolt prior. That's a lot of damage for him. That was smart. Okay, so there's a couple things we can do. None of which I really want to do. So if he's running Psychic, that's a problem. If he's running Screens, that's whatever. We're going to actually go into Amaterasu. If he's running Screens, we have that. We could also do... Ooh, we want to do this now. Not going to do that. Okay, we're gonna do our same game plan. Dragon Zone and Valley still are our two big ones, especially on a jank switch. Darmanitans are number one. If you have a clean switch, use his light screen. That's fine. That's fine. He's gonna have to burn Reflect here, which is great. He's gonna have to do soon. Something's getting a Dragon Claw. That's fine. We'll do a Bolt Beak just in the off chance he's faster than us, which I'm sure he is. Or is he? I'm not really sure. He should go into Seismic Code here. Mr. Monopoly. Okay, well this is going to hurt really stinking bad. I would not want this guy. This is going to be gnarly. He hits. Okay, so that's a lot of damage. It's a physically defensive Weezing. I know that much. So it's not too bad. Typically we go Gengar here, but since Weezing is going to have that sweet type, we could go to Jurgen, we could go into Amaterasu. And we are, because Weezing absolutely gets checked by this guy. We are running multi-attack, so this is not something I'm too worried about. It can last one flamethrower, folks. Unless this is offensive, it should live it. And multi-attack will do it since we are faster. So if he goes for a flamethrower, that's perfectly fine. Goes for Lewis. That is unfortunate, and that's going to be costly. That's going to be costly. That's actually huge. That's probably the biggest play of the night, because that was my kind of Cloister burnout. That really sucks. Still no Screens entirely. There was no Reflect. We're still going to go for the multi-attack. I don't care. It's a steal. He should go out into Umbreon. That'd be the wisest thing. He can't put me to sleep, which is a nice net gain for me. Kind of wish this was showdown where I can like go back. He's definitely going to switch out. If he has Flamethrower, sweet. That was a little bit of a lag. That's interesting. That's it. Yeah, interesting. Alright, he's probably use U-turn out here. That's fine. It's not gonna do anything. Here's a fun fact. It's a mixed set. So if he wants to, he can. I'm gonna hard switch out. I don't think he's gonna do what he. I just don't think he's gonna go into Seismic Code or set up with Cloister. So I need to be able to get that in really fast. I could do. I had work up on here before, and I opted not to, just for the sheer fact to catch him off guard. Yeah, I get Drizzle. Okay. This is gonna do U-turn. That's fine. We eat that up. Still nothing. I remember I gotta make my I gotta make my moves super quick so that time doesn't go out. Get a 46% timeout rate is pretty big in this regard, and especially in leagues like this. He's got to think about what he's going to come out. It should be Umbreon. If it's not Umbreon, I'd be really shocked here. I do have Drizzle, so he could go. He goes to the Shelly. This is the same. I live. Whatever he's doing, I live this. Even under rain, I will live this. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if we had a lapse in judgment or he's going to do something completely different. I mean, this is going to hurt, but I don't die. Or do I? I got 2 more. I think I live this. I think it's the dead cloister. Yeah, I live this, boys. This is a crit. That's a dead cloister. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it lived! Oh my gosh, it lived! Oh my gosh, it lived! I need this. I cannot do that. No, 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 no. Think, Nate. Think. If we're going to sack anyone, it's going to be Amaterasu. If we're sacking anybody. That might be the game, folks. This is bad. Okay, so he goes for Icicle Spear. Okay, that's fine. He's not going to get any health back. We're going to do a Thunderbolt. And that should be... Holy crap, what did he do with this thing? Is he running Assault Vest? Because he's hitting all 5 times. Oh, he has Skill Link. That's fine. Is he running Assault Vest on this thing? There's no flipping way he's running Assault Vest. I am shocked. What is this cloister? I messed up. Dang it! He knew it. He knew I'm running the mixed set. He flipping knew it. He flipping knew it. Alright, so here's the real question. I can't live another cloister hit. He's running Choice Scarf on it. He's running Choice Scarf. He's gonna hit me with a water move. Has Earthquake on it. Okay, we're gonna sack this thing. He's gonna use Earth Power. That's smart. Yeah, if I wasn't, my initial thought was going to direct result, but that's not the smartest. So we have a couple options here, folks. We're gonna probably run Gengar here, as it can kind of do work here. Can do a lot of work here. Yeah, we're gonna go in this because if he does Earth Power, we live it, and then we just do Energy Ball. We just do Energy Ball. And if he switches up to something else, whatever. Earth Power, Focus Sash hits, and that is going to be a dead Seismitoad, which is super important. Dead Seismitoad, type 5 all, but I'm in a really bad spot. He Choice Scarf that flipping cloister. I don't believe it. He's gonna go in cloister right here. I don't see why. I don't see why he wouldn't. You go to the cloister, you clean up. Neon. Okay. He's gonna do Foul Play. This guy's bulky. He does Foul Play. Kills us. Yeah. We're gonna go into Raijin. This isn't the greatest move, but I need that speed on Gengars. If you put spikes or anything else out, Seismitoad already went bye-bye. That's gonna be Snarl. That's fine with me. I will take that Snarl all day, unless it drops my attack. No, it doesn't. Okay, Rain Stop. That's fine. We're gonna get a Seismitoad's gone, so that ground immunity is actually gone. We're going to go right for a Bolt Beak. This is not how I wanted this to turn out. But we got nothing else. If we proc Blunder Policy, it may be a different game here. No, not that. Sorry, I'm like thinking through it. That is dead. We killed Umbreon. Okay. So the Umbreon Weezing Core is gone. It's a 5-4. I'm not playing time. I'm going to go all in on this. I'm going to go hard into this. Cloyster has to be up next. Cloyster has to be. If it's not Cloyster, I'll be shocked. The longer you keep this thing in, the worse it gets. Because if I proc Blunder Policy even once, if it's not Cloyster, that's a problem. I don't have Amaterasu. Things bulky as all get out. I have no clean switches for any of this because Misty Poison everything. We're going to have to stay in. We're going to have to try to do the Blunder Policy. He has Levitate, which is super bad. Definitely. Does he? Neutralize the gas. If I move first. It's not enough. We die. He's gonna use Steam Engine. Yeah, fine, whatever. And then I just use Bolt Beak here. I use Bolt Beak. Can I kill it with Earthquake? It's super effective. It doesn't double though. I get stabbed. Yeah, we're going Bolt Beak. We're going Bolt Beak. If we miss, oh, this is bad. This is so bad. Losing Ryzen like this is really, really bad. Oh my gosh, this is really bad. Honestly, Gardevoir can kind of get unleashed a little bit. Seismitoad, Cloyster's still in the backfield, so we gotta hold on it. He withdrew. Whatever this is gonna, it's dead. If it hits, it's dead. If it hits, it's dead. It's gotta set up for Cloyster. Okay, boys, we're in for it. I now outspeed literally everything. I don't care if I'm burned at this point. He's gonna do U-turn. I outspeed it. We're gonna go for a Bolt Beak. Oh my gosh, hold on. I gotta think here. He's running Skilling. What? I don't know if he's holding Shell Smash or not. I have no flipping idea. That's a dead Pelipper. I don't care what anyone says. That thing is so dead. So I'm looking at Shell Smash Cloyster here. And I gotta make sure that Gengar can outspeed it. I know right now this thing outspeeds everything. So I'm just gonna sit here pretty as all get out. Cloyster should not outspeed me with Gengar unless that thing is Scarf. Let me see if it's Scarf. That's huge. Thing's dead. Okay, we're dropping things like crazy. Here's the problem. Choice Scarf Cloyster is faster than Gengar. That's a problem. But our Darmanitan outspeeds it, so we just have to go for whatever is like. This is silly. I outspeed this thing. I know I outspeed this thing. Please do not miss. This is the biggest hit of my freaking life. He's running Choice Scarf! Oh! Hit! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! He did Spear. He's going to do it again. Why not? He's got to be running Choice Scarf. He has to be running Choice Scarf. If he's locked into that, I'm going hard into whatever he has left. What does he have left? Defense is crazy. That's the problem. He's locking the ice shard. This is bad. I don't trust it. I want to U-turn out. I don't trust it. I'm faster. Okay. That is good to know. I knock it out. Okay. That's good to know. That is freaking amazing to know. If the rain drops, no, the rain's not going to drop. We're going to go Gengar. We'll have the speed advantage here. And we'll see what we can get. He's essentially dead at this point. Mr. Monopoly. This is good. This is good. This is good. That's the problem. Yeah, we're gonna click Sludge Wave. We're gonna click it and just go. It'll hit. Once the thing has got mad. Yes! Let's go! Alright, it's a good match, dude. Okay, guys, let me. So, in talking with Eric, we just finished. He's saying, great game. I really wasn't expecting the Umbreon to die from that Bulbeak. I wasn't either, dude. I was not either. And he said, good luck in the finals. Hey, Eric Dressler, you are by far some of the hardest. I have some of the hardest matches or matchups against you, or matches against you. There's and for everyone watching, there's a reason why he won last season. So, got one more week. We punch our ticket into the finals. Eric Dressler, you are still a champion among everyone else here. You're the only person to win it. So hopefully I can, put my name in there as well. But we'll see. Next week or sometime next week, we're going to post the finals. It's going to be the Shook Bowl 2.0. It's going to be Phillip Shook versus Nathaniel Shook. It's going to be Cinnabar Island FC and Ecruteak City FC. This has been a wild ride, guys, and we're not out of it yet. So let's keep pushing it. This has been a great season, and this has also been Nathaniel Shook from Ecruteak City FC signing out. Y'all have a wonderful Labor Day. Bye.